Welcome to another episode of Paddock and Key. I'm Tim, and with me, as always, are the best people on the planet, Anonymous Alex and Jenna. How are y'all this week?
Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I have a really big fucking migraine that has been plaguing me all week.
Yeah. It does seem like the universe is kind of out to get you with this one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like the weather's been garbage. And then, I don't know, we were watching TV and then they decided to just put a laser show just immediately in the middle of the TV show. And it was,
It was like the time that Tim got really pissed off at the Lindsey Sterling concert for making the kid puke.
Oh, yeah. And when they kept shining lights directly in Tim's eyes, specifically Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, all
it
I'm
wasn't
saying,
specifically directly Tim, because that kid did puke.
The kid did puke.
All
that was
of
a
us,
sidebar.
But specifically Tim, yeah.
But my question is how many people paid tickets to see Tim at that concert? Oh, wait, what? 0? Why are you shining a light on me? At all, ever. Point the light at them. Point the light at them.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to concerts and there'll be an overhang, right? And I'll be under the overhang and it'll just perfectly block out those lights. And I'm like, this is the greatest show I've ever been to.
I can
this is amazing.
I can not see whoever it is on stage, like whoever I'm there to see. But because the lights are not hitting me in the eyeballs, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Lindsey Sterling show, though, like on the heels of like another show you had just been to that did the exact same thing? Yeah. So it was like a double whammy when that happened.
Yeah. I just don't understand why they're attacking me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like causing me physical pain.
The little girl throwing up was the worst
lights
part.
at me. What is it?
The little girl throwing up was the worst part.
Yeah. Well, okay, you say the worst part. For some of us, it validated what we were saying.
Well, yeah.
Some of us were validated by that. But I just don't understand. Like, you want to have neat, fun, shiny lights all over the place and fog machines and whatever. I don't care. Do it. Don't point it at me. Like at any point, don't point it at me.
If you really like want to know just how bad it is, like Alton Brown uses those lights to cook pizzas. So like, why are we shining them directly at any humans?
Yeah.
You're just cooking the humans.
Or how hard is it to just do like backlit lights? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the lights that have something in front of them so that the light like goes around the thing, but the direct light doesn't come at you? Yeah.
I immediately pictured every K-pop show ever. I was like, they can do backlighting. We've seen it. Have you ever seen the Spice Girls perform naked in concert in their world tour that's filmed in video? Backlit.
Wait, I think that's different.
It is, but I liked where you were going with it, and I really wanted to drop the Spice Girls reference.
Yeah.
No, I just don't. And like, they're also proud of themselves for their light attacks that they force on me. And I'm like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. I don't know. I don't need 52 different lights pointing at me sporadically.
I used to do stage lighting design, and I would like specifically like mark for where the light could end so that it didn't hit anybody in the audience. Except this one time where I did have a light attack, which was intentional. I wanted it to hit the eyes of the audience.
Well, that's different too. Like if it happened one time to
and it's at the very end
business
of
in the
thing.
show.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be scary. So, isn't that a Living Dead? And we had a drop away front portion of the house, so it would be a very loud bang, light come up, and then there's zombies coming out from underneath the house at the audience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that seems like a good reason to have a singular light effect in the show.
Yeah.
Well, like singular
it's
blinding
functional.
light effect in the show. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a reason. I'll still be mad about it.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Some sort of celestial body appears in a show. Okay, I get it. right?
Cool.
Like, I get it.
I'm blinded. Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you, God.
So most of the shows I go to, not celestial.
You want to know what my exception is for this? Like, light should never hit me directly in the eyes. Disco ball.
Disco ball does not cause the same effect, especially when disco ball is moving. Disco ball does not bother.
Yeah, it's the exception.
Typically. I'm sure somebody could set it up to where it would. I don't take that as a challenge, people.
It'll wreck you if you're, again, having a migraine, and it just repeatedly shines its bright ass light right in your eyeball. But in general,
don't do that to Jenna. But Tim did just throw down a challenge for a disco ball blinding.
He did. I'll wear like welding glasses.
We've got those glasses somewhere around here where you can look at the eclipses.
Mm-hmm.
I got those around too. Those are pretty good. Okay, so we read Saddle Club. I think it was 23.
Yes.
Maybe it was 23.
Yes, it was.
Correct.
It was called Horse Trouble. And it's going to be a pretty simple recap to this one. And I'm dying to hear Alex's take on whether or not this was better than Fox Hunt.
You know me too well, and I don't like it.
Okay, so the kids are at Pine Hollow. This is the Horse Trouble. I'm going to tell you what the Horse Trouble was. The kids are at Pine Hollow, and then Mrs. Reg, I don't know. Anyway, the person that runs the place, that actually runs the place, right? Her son runs the place, but she actually runs the place. So she has to go out of town very quickly because she has a sick friend and she has to go take care of it. But before she goes, she shows Lisa, I think it was Lisa. She shows Lisa a pin. And Lisa's like, neat. I'm going to hang on to this pin until I get inconveniently far away. And then something bad will probably happen. So she takes it into the horse stalls where the other kids are and Veronica is. And then one of the horse spooks because a cat comes in. And then in all that chaos, Veronica, I think, says she throws the pin at the cat, which wasn't true. But the pin gets misplaced. And this is a very important pin. Right? So now Lisa and everybody, they're all like, uh-oh, well, what are we going to do? Let's go to TD's because that's what they do. Right? So Miss Reg goes out. Max decides, I can't handle this place all on my own without my mom. Here, 3 children, help me run the place. And then, so they do. Carol takes care of the scheduling aspect of the horse riding and decides that, oh man, it was Paint Horse, whose name I can't remember, but there was an artist who comes in and wants to ride only the Paint Horse. But oh no, problem. Carol had already sent somebody out on that Paint Horse. And the guy's like, hey, I only ride Paint Horses, right? This is the only thing that I ride. So Carol's like, wait, you only ride Paint Horses. I've got a Paint Horse for you. And then she brings in Diablo, not Diablo. I don't know if it's Diablo. It was Diablo. Okay, thank you. Who is covered in red and white paint. Why is Diablo covered in red and white paint? Well, let me tell you why. Because on the list was paint the barn, right? So they all took it as they need to paint the front of the barn to spruce the place up. So they need to get red and white paint out there. So they go out there and they try to paint. And of course, hijinks ensued. Somebody decides to set the ladder up in such a way that a horse will travel underneath the ladder. And of course, this causes the problem of paint spilling all over the horse. So now you've got a horse that's covered in red and white paint, which was super funny to the basketballmen who were scheduled by Carol to ride really tiny horses. And they were like, ha, 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 tiny horses. So they get it fixed and they get larger horses. And they're like, ha, 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 paint on a horse. Ha, ha. And then Carol's like, I can't believe this. Everything is going wrong. And the basketball men were like, oh shit, we upset a little child. Let's go paint the barn for her. But anyway, that's why there's a painted horse. And the artist is like, and so like Carol, like end of the world, right? I've scheduled this thing terrible. And the artist is like, hey, that was really fun. You did a great thing making me ride this horse. That was really neat of you. So I want to ride every horse now, right? So like basically Carol like completely screwed up, but it was the best possible outcome, right? As if she was doing like a great job, right? Cut to Lisa now. And Lisa's like, hey, I'm going to help the French ambassador ride a horse. I'm going to take him out on a ride because I can speak a little bit of French, right? And then they thought it was the French ambassador because it just said French in the time slot. No other reason on the planet that anybody would just write French in a time slot, right? It's had to be the French ambassador. So she goes around talking to the French guy in her French, which isn't that great. She gets to a word that she can't remember, and she's like, I don't remember what it is. And then the guy's like, yeah, I don't really remember what it is either. And she's like, oh, God, this guy speaks English. Oh, God, he is American. Oh, God, what have I done? And again, so really, worst possible scenario, right? Worst mistake you could have made, right? The guy's like, no, it's okay. I want to be an ambassador. So this has been like really super cool, and I'm going to sign up for 6 months of classes. And it's like, how are these people all failing up, right? So best possible outcome, right? Then cut to Stevie, who almost bankrupts Pine Hollow, I think, because Pine Hollow doesn't need any feed. And this one's a little confusing to me because apparently there was a standing order on a clipboard. It said standing order, which usually means recurring order, right? In my book, but it's not the recurring order. It's the order that they got right before the horse show when they needed a whole trailer of supplies, right? Instead of their normal little bit. So pretty much Pine Hollow is going to go under, right? Because she's like, you got to send me this order. And the guy's like, that's dumb. And she's like, just do it. Mrs. Reg's friend is dying. And he's like, yeah, okay. So he sends out the whole trailer. And then Stevie's like, oh, God, I've ordered a whole trailer worth of food. This is going to be, we're never going to financially recover from this. And then the guy calls and like the truck driver's like, where do you want me to put it? And she's like, he's like, shut up. Just where do you want me to put it, child? Tell me where to put all this. You're going to pay for it. And he's like, I don't know, in the mafia or something. So then the guy calls and he's like, hey, they had a barn fire at the other place where they store their food because hay like spontaneously combusts, and it did over there. And they're like, they need like a trailer's worth of stuff. Can you not take this? And I'll give you a discount on your next order. And Stevie's like, yeah, I'll take my little tiny bit. And then you can give me a big old discount on the next order. And the guy's like, yeah, this is great. You've saved me. And it's like, no. She screwed up. She screwed up worst of all, right? Because she was messing with people's livelihoods. But it had this best possible result, right? And this whole time they're dealing with Veronica, because Veronica's like finally figuring out that you're like, you've lost that pen, right? And you're just trying to do all this stuff so that you can look good when you tell them that you lost the pen. And so Mrs. Reg comes back, and then she's there with Max and the three girls, and they explain how the great job that they've done, even though they failed every possible direction. But it worked out the whole way. And then Veronica's like trying to rat on them about the pen. And then they realize that Mrs. Reg is wearing the pen because she picked it up on her way out, and it was never a problem. And then Veronica just has to go. That was horse trouble. So all of their trouble was self-inflicted.
Yeah.
And they got away with all of it.
And Max got free labor.
That was the other part that got me. Max is like, I have so much to do. You take care of all this stuff, children. What is with you, Max? Good grief. But as I said, I've been waiting for Alex to tell me how this one stacked up against Fox Hunt. So
yeah, well, first I got to tell you, I finished this book, and the very first thought in my head is literally that was nothing. We accomplished nothing. We started in the exact same place we ended, and vice versa. This book could have been nothing.
So it was an Indiana Jones adventure, is what you're telling me.
Well, in Indiana Jones, there's things that like bring you joy and entertain you, and like things that happen. At least sometimes, I assume. I've seen the first 3 movies. That's it.
When that German guy's face melts off. That was pretty cool.
Love that. See? Love that. There's I don't know, a boulder chase scene. That's true. Entertaining.
Yep.
This book was none of those things. This book was pointless. And also everyone was stupid. Was Stevie better in this book? I guess. This book, it didn't fill me with the hatred that Fox Hunt filled me with.
Yeah.
But like, it wasted hours of my day that I will never get back.
It definitely was more coherent.
It was more coherent for sure. There wasn't like a fucking random ass elephant in this one, so there's that. But like, the girls learned nothing. There's no repeatable lesson. There was no point to any of this. And also, they never circle back to understand that they misinterpreted every single item on the list and that maybe they shouldn't jump to fucking conclusions.
I meant to tell the reasons that they said what they said. I didn't circle back either. French was the guy's name. He's not the French ambassador. His name is Samuel French. The horse scheduling thing was really kind of nothing. Like, I don't know how she could have known any of that stuff. And then the paint the barn thing was she was hiring a painter to come and like paint a portrait of the barn. It had nothing to do with applying paint to the barn. And then what was it? Order feed. What was that?
That was get food for Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they got groceries for dinner and then it was just solved. And like, they're like, well, let's go out because Max gave us money for the groceries. Let's go to a restaurant. And I was like, none of this was important.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing was gained.
And also, like, nothing was lost. Like, it's truly a pointless endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
I am happy that Ms. Reg did not lose her pin that her dead husband gave to her. Also, it's really weird that she said, when she's talking about her dead husband, she said, my Max, not your Max. When really they're both her Max. Like, you named your son after your dead husband. So, like, it's still your Max. Although I wouldn't claim him either after this book. Because, like, what did he fucking do at all this week?
Why would you have... Okay, so I used to work in a grocery store. And we would have to order eggs twice a week. And the way you ordered eggs this was many, many years ago. The way you ordered eggs is you filled out this little slip, right? And it had the eggs that you were getting tomorrow and the eggs you had in inventory, and then you wrote down what you needed at the end of that. And then you took this little slip and you left it at the back of the store. And when the guy delivered the eggs the next day, he'd pick up the slip and that was your order for the next time, right? Well, we were young and stupid, and so we would forget regularly. So what we did was we gave the receiver at the back door, this is our emergency order, right? When we forget to do this, just hand the guy this order. It's generic enough. It'll be fine. We'll get too much for a little while and we'll be okay. And that's the kind of thing that we would not write standing order on, because I wouldn't want anybody to think that this is a regular thing. Like, this is like our emergency thing, right?
Right.
Why would you write standing order on something if it is not your actual standing order?
You wouldn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. It's the definition of the word.
Like I get it. And you know what? I get why you would have a stand, like, just like we did. I get why you'd have like a routine or something like that. But
absolutely. I have the same fucking horse feed order every time I go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it's gonna, and I'm sure every now and then you got to make adjustments, but it's like, I just can't figure out why you would do that. I go, you're trying to run an efficient system here, and your choice is to write standing order on this giant order.
It's a special order before a horse show. It's like, in no world is it the standing fucking order. Not only that, if you use the same fucking feed store every goddamn week for your feed, when you call and say, can I get my standing order? Do you think the guy on the other side of the phone is going to be like, I think what you meant by that is like, I'd be like, hey, 12-year-old, by standing order, did you mean like what you regularly get instead of like, again, I don't know why I fucking question it, but if you said like, no, I need like 50 fucking bags of feed and like 500 bags of shavings, I'd be like, are you sure?
Yeah. Hey, 12-year-old, I think Max will be fine taking 10 minutes out of his day and resolving this before it becomes an issue. Do you mind putting him on the phone for me real quick? Or you know what? Just have him call me back when it's convenient for him.
Or just call the barn back like in an hour when they're gone.
Yeah. Instead, I'm going to send a semi-load of stuff.
Right. And that's the other thing. Like,
and be grumpy about it.
Hey, kid. Right. Be grumpy about it. It's like, hey, kid, I need like a verification on the card on file for any order over, say, $15,000.
Yeah. Right?
Which a truckload probably would have been close to that.
Yeah. That's really on them. Like, that's not on the kids. That's on the dude running the place. Because what do you mean you took an order from a 12-year-old that you don't have, that you've never talked to before? Never. Not once in your life.
And then cleared out your warehouse for them. Cleared out your warehouse for a standing order.
Mm-hmm. You realize if that hadn't gone that way, if there hadn't been a fire, actually, I think, like, that guy would have gotten fired, right?
Yeah.
Unless he owns the place.
All I'm saying is it's awfully convenient that there was a fire at another place and they needed to get rid of that truckload of stuff.
Crazy that Stevie was happy that horses fucking died to fix her mess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, Lisa, like, okay, if I can just complain about Lisa for a moment now.
Do it.
The whole fucking I have to speak French thing. Is there no world in which you could like ask if they speak English at all? Like even just to the point of like educational purposes?
Hey, have you ever heard Max or Miss Reg speak French? Ever?
Have you ever heard anyone speak French at the barn? Ever?
Yeah. Also, I don't know. Like, I'm not an ambassador, right? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of their job. I don't. It does seem like it would be sort of basic if you're going to be the French ambassador to the United States that you would speak both French and English.
It's part of the job description, for sure.
Yeah.
Seems like kind of basic that you would.
I also do just want to point out that you are the ambassador of onions for me.
Yeah.
I speak both Vidalia and Walla Walla.
You sure do.
Yeah.
That was so bonkers to me that's like even a take. Like, I agree. Like, that's something you clear up in like 1 second and nobody's going to be mad. You know, if you go to a place and they don't speak your language, we'll get through it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That was a bonkers thing to me because I'm like, even if he is the French ambassador, you think he doesn't speak just the tiniest little bit of English, like at all?
I think that the real thing that you should do in this very specific situation is carry a riding crop, smack them in the leg, and yell more leg every 3 seconds because they're gonna get
help
it.
Their riding.
Yeah, I don't. Such bonkers issues.
Yeah,
but like I said, Carol was the only one that actually got set up to fail.
Sort
of. Yeah, she didn't know anything about the group that was coming in. She didn't know anything about this artist guy. That's why she went ahead and scheduled the paint to go out.
Yeah, and I like her logic on team. They have everybody work as a team all the time. So, like, it makes sense that it would be a group of young writers working as a team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, like, Carol stepped in and started writing the riding schedule and the horses that are going with who, when Max is the one doing the assessments at the barn of the riders and therefore should have been in charge of. So, like, truly Carol was set up to fail. My only issue with Carol is that when she did go after Diablo and was trying to catch him as he spooked and ran amok, she was like in her own head, like everybody's laughing at me, everybody's making fun of me. Yeah. And it's like, Carol, there's literally no reason to make that assumption. Even like, not even like, oh, true. This is teen book plot. It's like, Carol, you're legitimately making this up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like most human beings, if they spilled paint on a horse and then a couple dudes were outside like, holy shit, that horse has paint on it, you just giggle with them. Like there would not be
sure is.
And also, like, what do you mean that horse walked under a ladder?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
and then reared and bucked?
Yeah, what do you mean?
That's gotta be 400 years of bad luck letting your horse go under a ladder is all I'm saying. It's like splitting the post with your horse. Like you're just asking for
I've never seen a horse look at a ladder and go, yeah, I'm going to go under that.
Right. You have the entire rest of the barn door. You're literally avoiding the broad side of a barn. Yeah.
Every horse is going to go, ooh, what is that scary fucking thing? And how do I be as far away from it as possible?
So if it's a ladder that opens up, right? I'm assuming it is. It wasn't leaning against the barn.
An A-frame?
Right. It opens up. And hey, thank you. That means there's that little cross strut. Yeah. And I was like, okay, if a horse went under that cross strut, this has to be a 50-foot ladder.
Yeah.
Like it has to be something monstrous.
This is the world's tallest A-frame ladder.
Yeah. That was what baffled me. I was like, I guess he just cut those pieces off for some reason, and we're just like, I don't need those.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
No. So
that's where I was with that book. But it was coherently written.
You know what? You're right. It was coherent, and we should be thankful.
Mm-hmm. I did like it more than Fox Hunt. I did like Stevie more than Fox Hunt because Stevie wasn't actively being a mean asshole to anyone and then getting away with it.
I mean, yeah.
But it's a low bar, man. It's a low ladder.
It's a low ladder.
That's like third rung.
Ladder. I just also the idea. I'm seeing people paint a barn. And then they knock over red and white paint. So now I have a little ambulance horse walking towards me.
Adorable.
Actually, a rather large ambulance horse walking towards me. And I'm like, there's paint on that horse. That's funny. Because paint horses are a thing. Like, it's like a walking pun, right? This is great. This is so funny to me. And then this little girl comes out and she's like, I can't believe how bad I messed up. And I was like, ooh, I feel kind of bad for laughing. All right, I'll be quiet now. I'm a 6-foot tall man, and the next thing that would come out of my mouth is like, okay, I'll see y'all next week. At no point would I think, I'm taller than this child. I will go now paint the barn for them because of my transgression of laughing.
No.
I've laughed at this child twice, so I must pay my penance and paint a barn.
I am a patron here. I have paid to be here. I will not be painting your barn. Unless I've paid for some kind of weird ecotourism shit. In which case I didn't. It's not me. That's a body snatcher.
If I laughed at you and you were upset, I will apologize later. Not right now. Because it's too fresh for both of us. It's just going to make it weird. I'm going to go. At no point would I be like, I gotta go paint this barn. I gotta make this right. The punishment does not fit the crime is all I'm saying.
It doesn't. It surely doesn't. But if I was around a barn and I saw these 3 chuckle fucks trying to paint outside, I might jump in because I'd be like, listen, how the fuck are you making pink paint? How the fuck are you fucking this up so bad that you're emulsifying the paint?
Everything would happen just like you said, and you would say that directly. The only part that I take issue with is I might. You would take over that project top to bottom. You would have a homemade headset that doesn't attach to anything, and you would be barking orders at these children, getting them in position with their masking tape.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even think they need masking tape, if I'm being honest. Like, I think with the way they were describing what they were doing, they just needed to not take the brush and go, and mix it in a circle between the red and the white.
Right. Like, how hard is it to paint all the red and then go in and paint the fucking white accents?
Yeah.
There's a whole goddamn book about it called Alice in Wonderland. It's not that fucking hard. Sometimes you just need to, you just need somebody that will make people see through what they're supposed to be doing.
Well, I see through what you're supposed to be doing, Alex. You're supposed to be giving me horse news.
Great news. I got my horse news today from the one and only Questmaster, Jenna.
I'm so sorry for what has transpired. Everyone know that I don't hate you. I do hate this news.
What did you do? Oh, no.
It's bad news. It's really bad news, you guys. So there's a sum of money, a reward offered for any information about the beloved wild horse named Greyhawk that was shot to death in Alberta.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought y'all were goofing.
No.
This sucks.
It's terrible.
No, yeah. He was part of there's an organization, Hawes, that monitors them and has trail cams and everything like that. And he was found shot by a human, which is unusual for that group, especially because it's in Canada. But yeah.
It's not near a hunting area?
No. I mean,
so it's
in the woods, so potentially sometimes,
so
but the gun laws in Canada are much different. So yeah, it was weird to find a horse shot dead.
I am curious. I would love to know
who and why.
My first hope is that it was accidental, so that nobody did this maliciously. Or even though you'd rather it not happen at all. But
yeah,
that sucks. How do you even begin? How do you even begin to figure that out too?
I mean, probably trail cams and people in the area and things like that. Any information of somebody being weird. They know that's the date that it was, and in between a few hours, they have a very small time frame.
That just seems like a daunting hill to climb to me.
Yeah, it sure does.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this.
Yeah. I hope they find out who it was and
me too.
Prosecute them to the highest extent of the law.
I do. So the RCMP is partnering in part of this with the investigation and everything. And I do love to think that these horses will bring other people to justice over the killing of horses.
It's like a Daredevil plot, the way you just described it. It's like the RCMP will identify who it is, and they'll all know who it was. But they won't have enough evidence, or that person will get off on a technicality or something along those ways. So the horses will have to bring street justice because we all know what actually happened.
They will take justice into their hooves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for horse street justice.
Huh?
I'm excited for horse street justice.
Yeah.
I hope people don't think that I'm making light of it. I'm not. That sucks.
Vigilante horses are no laughing matter, Tim.
Yeah, it's serious.
This is true. Okay, you say no laughing matter. I would not be laughing were a vigilante horse coming after me. I would be really terrified.
Yeah.
So, okay, because horses are actually officers of the law, are they really vigilantes though, or are they just kind of going rogue with their power?
Okay.
Well, if they're cop horses and they get assigned to it,
mm-hmm.
then they're just doing their job.
Just doing their job.
But if they've been in their captain's office and he was like, "You're a loose cannon.
You're off the case.
That's it. Yeah, turn in your badge and your gun. You're suspended." And then they bust out without their gun, and then they still go investigate the crime, then
that's vigilante.
That's vigilante.
It's like Yellowstone, but just the horses.
Can I make an admission here?
Yes.
Do it.
Never seen an episode of Yellowstone, and I don't really know what happens in the TV show Yellowstone.
Okay, well, think whatever generic thing you're thinking, and that's true.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I have just started, and you have to track it down. It's not an easy one to stumble over.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody told me it was great, so I just assumed that it was like just on in people's houses when they came out.
Well, that's the thing is like everybody's coming out of the woodwork. Like literally the other day, I was with my farrier. She was trimming my horse's hooves. I mean, obviously, what else would I be doing? And all of a sudden she goes, "You got to take him to the train station." And I was like, "Are we just quoting Yellowstone willy nilly? Like everybody understands what we're saying now? Like, is that real?"
I also have to tell you, my favorite media quote right now is something that I will repeat every time I leave the house. I will repeat this to a cat. We were watching. Okay, so all right, so the new season of X-Men '97 came out, and I'm like, you know what? We're starting from 1992, and we're going through this thing, right? So we burned through like 2 seasons of this thing, right? Kazar in the Savage Lands looks at his damn tiger or whatever it is, and he's like, "If I do not return, avenge me." And then he just takes off with like Professor X or whoever it was that he was with. And I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, I should say this to my cats every time I leave the house. If I do not return, avenge me.
I can't wait to find out if they do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my favorite media quote. I will misquote this train station thing.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah. I'll be like, I guess we're going to go to the train station. And people are going to be like, what does that mean? And I'll be like, it's from Yellowstone.
They're going to be like, whoa. But here's the other thing. Like, people seem to like understand almost inherently for the most part. And I'm like, I don't get this. Do you know how many apps I had to log into to find this show? It was so many. And then, yeah, it's just, and then also sometimes like people just drop facts. Like, did you know that like take them to the train station is like a real thing because it's actually a county where the only thing legally there is the train running through it? Well, and I was like, no, why would I know that?
Why would anyone know that? Why do you know that?
Is it in the show? I'm not there yet. If it's in the show,
I am iffy on your grasp of the English language, and yet you know this.
Yeah.
Not you specifically, like other people that I hear.
No, I'm
quote
a little
Yellowstone.
iffy. I'm not sure I know any languages anymore.
Me either, man.
Well, we don't know languages, but we do know quizzes. So let's do that.
Oh, you want a quiz?
We don't know the quiz, Tim. What are you asserting?
Yeah. It's just how the segue felt. Like I couldn't
lean in.
Not know the quiz.
Lean in.
I'm so excited. Okay. Are you ready for number 1?
Yes.
Number 1. The ear is a paired sensory organ that is involved in both hearing and balance. For this reason, the ear is known as the vestibulocochlear organ. Sound waves that are transmitted into the ear provide a mechanical stimulus. These mechanical stimuli are then transferred into electrical signals by the cochlea. Neuroreceptors in the ear allow the horse to gain a perception of position and movement. Anatomically, the ear can be looked at in 3 parts: the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. How many muscles are in a horse's ear? Are
34.
contained with a horse's ear?
34.
Why did she say that so fast? Like she knows this?
Because I've learned it and I've forgotten it. So I'm saying the wrong number and I need you to understand that. But I always get confused. Okay. But I'm saying 34.
The answer could be 1. It could be 1,000. I don't know. So I have to guess whether to guess 33 or 35 just to beat Alex.
I think 35 would be your better bet to beat me.
Okay. I'm going to go with 35.
Okay. So, Alex, you're saying 34.
Yeah.
Tim, you're saying 35.
Yes.
We're doing 1 ear, not both.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
Now I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like we really screwed up.
It sounds like we fucked up royally, but I'm going to go with 1.
It sounds like we did bad.
Okay. Just one horse here. There are 16 muscles.
Oh, that would have been really good for 2.
So we were saying 2 the whole time.
You super were, and I love that for you. Alex did win, and the horse can then like rotate their ear like 180 degrees. It's crazy. It looks so cool.
Even if we cut it in half.
Whoa. Don't cut an ear in half.
You would have said, well, no. Even if we cut the 2 ears in half and made 1 ear, you would have said 17, and I would have still said 17.5. So
yeah, so we were
looked
right
way better. Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I led you astray. I did not realize that I had been talking about 2 ears the whole time because nobody's ever asked me if I meant both before.
It's still pretty good that you even knew it to that level. And we're like able to just Manchurian candidate right out.
Manchurian candidate. It's a pony clubber question, which is kind of why I had an awareness of it. But I do like my deal with everything in my life is that I can remember so much about the why, but then if you give me an exact name or number, I panic and I don't know. I've never heard it in my life.
I feel like I am very proficient in math. And I am better at math when I am not writing it down in front of me. To a point. Like, I'm not like...
Yeah, but like percentages.
Basic math.
That's how it works.
Yeah, like basic math. Yeah. But if you ask me to retain a number that I have seen or been told, like some sort of data, no.
No way.
No. I have no ability to retain a given number at any time.
Because there's so many other numbers that I have to retain, I can't possibly know that this is the one.
And it's like... I don't know, 4 or 97, one of those two, somewhere in between. Like, I don't know, man. I can't even get close.
I don't know. And then now we're splitting ears, and I can't abide that.
All right. What's the next one, Jenna?
Okay. Highly valued racehorses were originally transported by specially outfitted railroad cars, but this transport was difficult to use due to issues of scheduling and delays. In December of what year did Popular Science Monthly report on a new concept for transporting racehorses in specially modified motor trucks that eliminated these transport delays? So basically, when did Popular Science Monthly announce horse trailers?
Okay, I want to take one step back. It's wild that Popular Science Monthly announced horse trailers.
I feel like your bar for science might have been a little too high for this time period.
Oh, I thought we were doing like Punnett squares, and they're like, no, hang on.
No, yeah.
We put tiny horse car behind big car.
Yeah, that's kind of where we were in the year that I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, in like the 70s, everybody already had trailers, so it's got to be before that.
Okay, you want me to go and say my year?
Yeah.
Because I have an immediate year that popped in my head.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, do it.
1957.
I love 1957 as an answer. That's good. I'm going to say 1942.
Yeah, that might be good too.
Because I feel like maybe it's a war invention.
Yeah, during the war effort. And they might have been made out of something other than metal.
Yeah, probably. It was like somebody's like, we just need to get these fucking horses on a flat cart. We're taking these tricaners across the tundra to save the breed. If only we had a car.
Okay, so
yeah.
What are your locked in answers?
1957.
42. Wait, 41. I'm going to go 1941.
41, 57. Okay. So I like where your head is at on this, but this was in World War I. They developed an ambulance, special horse ambulances for horses to be taken off the field. And this was in 1918.
Yeah.
You know why we should have fucking known this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
You fucking do.
Yeah, we fucking do. Because we saw the fucking movie where they send the horse to college with Tom Hiddleston.
Oh. Wait, which one was that
with
one?
Joey. The horse's name is Joey. What the fuck is the name of that movie?
Was that War Horse?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, War Horse. Okay.
We've seen War Horse. We should have known.
Yeah.
Shit.
You were right on about the war effort, though.
Yeah, it did feel like a war thing for sure. Yeah. And then I was thinking like World War II, like they didn't really have horses in World War II, but at that point I was already like kind of locked in, and I just couldn't.
They didn't have horses?
They didn't have horses. They uninvented horses for World War II.
Everybody had moved on to bicycles.
Yeah, everybody's like, you know what? We got these fucking penny farthings now. We don't need these goddamn horses.
All right, Jenna, what's number 3?
Okay, so for number 3, I'm going to need a little help from you, Tim. The Serbian basketball player. What's his name?
Jokic?
Oh,
Jokic. I can never remember how to pronounce his last name. I always just read it because I'm only ever reading about him. Okay, so Nikolai Jokic is an avid breeder.
I'm second-guessing myself on.
Of racer and
no. We
horses.
saw this. Yeah. I knew that he was into horses. Yes.
Even I know this one.
Yeah.
Yep. Maintaining a stable of horses in his hometown of Sombor, Serbia. He's owned and raced horses for years, frequently flying back to Europe during the off-season to train his horses and compete in local harness racing events. About how many? And I'm going to give you, it's a range. I'm going to give you a range of 10, okay? About how many horses does Nikola Jokic have?
Okay.
Maintained in his stable, I should say.
Okay. I know what I want to say.
Are you telling us to give you a range of 10?
Yeah. Yeah. From this number to this number. Ish.
If I tell you a number, can that be my center number?
Yes.
Sure.
You're 5 up and 5 down.
Yeah, 5 up and 5 down for this number. Because I want to say 42.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay, no, that works. Well, sort of.
We can pick the same range.
So you're 37 to 47.
Yeah, mine was going to be 30 to 40.
I like that.
Yeah. Because 35 was my number.
So there's a way that we both win.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
It might happen. I like 3 to 1. If we're right.
So, are you locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay, yeah. I've got the under.
Okay.
I think it's going to come in under us.
Cool. He currently maintains a stable of between 40 to 50.
Oh.
Holy shit. How do you win? You did.
We both picked 40, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
That works. I guess if we're going to be fair,
Alex
is more in the
range.
40 to 50 range. Yeah. I have fewer numbers than 40 to 50 than Alex
You have exactly one.
No, I have exactly one number.
Yeah.
And Alex has a whole handful.
Yeah.
I swear I read an article that said specifically 42. And
yeah. And like with selling and buying.
Right. And that was a year ago. Now it could be 800 for all I know.
It's not.
But
it could be.
I just remember reading and seeing some stuff where it very much sounded like basketball was the work that he does to get to hang out with horses.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Like he left a parade that was for basketball. It was basketball parade, I guess. Mm-hmm. Never heard of one, but sure. But he left because he needed to get back to his horses because they were racing the next day.
You've never heard of a basketball parade?
I've never heard of a basketball parade either.
What is a basketball parade?
Did you not see?
Do they throw candy?
No, I think Gronk was throwing beers at people when the Patriots had one.
That's not basketball. I've seen football parades.
You didn't see New York this past year when the Knicks won the title?
Fuck no, I didn't.
I feel like I saw Mamdani chastise, or maybe Mamdani and a whole crew of people chastising Kermit for saying he wants them both to have fun.
I didn't see that.
Kermit caught a lot of heat on social media. And of course, because of you, Tim, this was fed directly to me.
Yeah. My favorite part about this is that neither Tim nor I have heard what went down with Kermit this week.
Yeah. Okay. Because Kermit said, I hope they both have fun. And everybody's like, Kermit, you're a fucking New Yorker. What do you mean you hope they both have fun, you betrayer and mutineer? And Kermit caught a lot of heat. And this brings our podcast to an end. Similarly to the way that this book made me want to stop reading The Saddle Club after 2 fucking books like this. God damn it. Unfortunately, I'm not blessed with the falling into the solution in the way that these idiot girls are. Anyways, thank you for listening to Horse Girls. If you want to know when new episodes are posted or share your observations of this positively academic podcast, follow us on Facebook at Horse Girls Podcast, Instagram at Horse Girls Cast. And if you want to buy some radical shirts and things, visit duckduckjenna.com, America's most beloved search engine, to search for one thing, and that is Horse Girls merch. Do you want to take a relationship to the next level? Do you want to get a metal horse in the barn? Yeah, you do. Go to horsegirls.club or patreon.com/horsegirls, where we have a veritable plethora of things to offer you, like content, but most importantly, metal horses in the barn. You can also go to singlethoughtconnection.com, THOT. If you want to find us in other podcasts, you can. We do a bunch. If you like TTRPGs, check out Dungeons and Drakenbeams, Late Starters, Quid Pro Roll, and Dragon Knight Adventure Friends. Knight with an N, not a K. If you like Animorphs, check out Animorphs Anonymous. Surprise Attack Book Club is another one that we do, and more. If you're betwitched by Jenna, check out Jenna's Twitch at twitch.tv. So that's Jenna Chill with one singular L. And if you put a second L anywhere, what will happen is I will write it down on a list. I will send it to a small child. She will misinterpret what the second L means. She will get into a series of misguided adventures where she will fuck up immensely and feel terrible about it, but it actually doesn't fucking matter. So don't put the second L anywhere. It's twitch.tv/Jenna Chill. Thank you. If you, like me, can't get enough of Tim's beautiful voice, he's voice acted on such podcasts as The Way We Haunt Now. And if you think our episode art is hella cute, that's because it is. And it was created by Casey D, who writes and illustrates a webcomic called B-Side You, which you can read for free at bsideyoucomic.com. May the nuts ever stick to your roof.
Made in association with Airtime for Nonsense. For more content like this, visit airtimefornonsense.com.